Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of the...
The year, 1930. The place, the road to Titusville, where we find Nancy Drew behind the wheel of her blue roadster, pondering this question. Why did Emily Crandall, a girl whom Nancy knows only through their mutual friend Helen Corning, ask Nancy to drive all the way out to the Lilac Inn to see her? Does it have... The spunky teenager turns off the main road, blissfully unaware that Emily isn't all that waits her at the end of the driveway. No, Nancy Drew is about to get her first
maybe we'll
taste
get
of the
faster
mystery,
this time.
intrigue, and adventure that are to
That'd be
become
nice.
her destiny.
Well, hello. I'll bet my bloomers you're Nancy Drew.
Emily told me your name.
I'm Jane Willoughby. I'm Emily's guardian, but only for the next 3 months until she turns 18. Then she's on her own.
Yeah, Smileys,
like
you missed
someone's
me
been baking
accidentally
pies.
releasing the
Pies are the
bass
Lilac
instead
Inn
of keeping
specialty.
it.
We get orders from all over. Oh, that reminds me, your
that
father
run wasn't
called.
great anyway,
You're supposed to
but-
call him. You can use the coin phone on the porch. Emily didn't say anything about you coming until just
That
this
was a
morning.
She
I'd never
didn't?
done that before.
Don't get me wrong, she can invite anybody here she wants. It's just that she's gotten so darn forgetful lately.
Is she all right?
Well, now that's hard to say. She misses her mom, that's for sure. So do I. Gloria and me, we were best friends, you know? The two of us ran this swell little dress shop over in Capital City. But then she got hitched and I didn't. And the next thing I know, she's writing me saying it would sure take a load off her mind if I could take care of her little girl should something ever happen to her.
It was nice of you to say yes.
I couldn't say no. I mean, what are best friends for? I just wish I knew how to help Emily.
Help her do what?
She's been acting so... Look, go talk to her. She probably just needs to spend some time with a bear cat like you instead of some dumb Dora like me. Go on up, she's in her room. Just make like a Boy Scout and be prepared.
Nope. We got the long door.
Nancy, hi. Welcome to the Lilac Inn. Oh, and before I forget, thank you for that nice note you sent me when Mom died. It meant a lot to me.
When Helen told me I felt so bad for you, I had to do something.
You and I may not be best friends or anything, but you're still one of the nicest people I know.
Well, thank you.
That's why I'm hoping you'll do me a favor. A big favor. You and your dad.
What kind of favor?
Shh!
I wonder.
What's wrong?
It's like last night on my
thought I
PB
heard
run,
something.
I got
Your father has a
quick
safe,
door
right?
like
you need
every
to put
single
something in
time.
a safe?
And so
See
far
this
tonight,
jewelry?
I've gotten
I'd
long
like you to
door
take it
every
home with
single
you
time.
and put it in your father's safe.
It's beautiful.
It was my mother's.
So I
The
wonder
few
if it's
times I
not
saw
like
her
just
wear it,
random
she
each
looked
time you
just
do
like
it.
a
It's
movie
sort of
star. I was hiding it here in my room.
whatever
but all things
determines it
considered,
is kind
I'd
of
feel a
set
lot
when you
better
boot
if
up
you
the
would
game or
just take it
something.
home and have your father lock it up in his safe.
What do you mean, all
I
things
don't know.
considered?
Strange things have been going on around here. That's all I can say. I know it sounds loony, and Jane probably told you that I've been acting loony, but please do this for me. What was that?
Emily, come downstairs, quick! The kitchen's on fire!
Come on, we better get out of here.
This is horrible, just horrible. The fire chief says the stove was completely destroyed and there's smoke damage everywhere. The inn will have to shut down for months, maybe even for good.
Does he know what caused the explosion?
It looked to him like one of the burners on the stove had been left on. The flame either went out or was never lit, but anyway, something made a spark and boom. He said insurance companies are very reluctant to pay out when things look hinky, and that's when times are good.
Who was in the kitchen this morning?
Emily was the last person to use the stove. Like I said, she's been real forgetful lately. I think she's pretty upset, but it's not her fault. What with her mom passing away barely a month ago, and me showing up, this total stranger who doesn't know the first thing about kids or running a restaurant, and her trying to do everything all by herself. It's just too much, that's all. Who wouldn't go a little off their nut? I better get that. The line to the regular phone got burned up in the fire, so now the only phone we got is the coin phone on the porch. Excuse me.
Oh, no!
Emily?
My mother's jewelry! It's gone! Someone must have stolen it while we were all downstairs. I knew something like this was going to happen. I just knew it.
Jane said that you were the last one to use the stove. Is that true?
I did not leave the stove on. That fire was not my fault. Oh, what am I going to do? Without that jewelry, I don't have a prayer of paying for a new stove. And without a stove, I'll have to sell the inn. And if I lose the inn... I wish Mom were still here. I wish Josiah Crowley had left us the money like he always said he was going to. That's what I wish.
Who's Josiah Crowley?
He was this old man that lived next door. He died last year. He spent most of his time here at the inn, and he led my mom and me to believe that he'd left a lot of money for us in his will. He gave us a clock, and afterwards, he'd always point to it and get this little twinkle in his eye and say, "Time will tell."
One of the only times
but when they finally
in the
found his
run,
will,
you
he
picked the
didn't
third
leave
option.
us a penny.
Did he have any
Excluding
family?
times where
No,
you're
he
hunting
always said
for a
Mom and
specific
I were his
dialogue option to
family.
like
Josiah was kind of a screwball.
bring up something in the first place.
One time he showed up at my birthday party dressed as my great Aunt Harriet. I didn't know it was really him until 2 days later. Anyway, he had all these weird hobbies, and he always thought it would be really keen to read minds. Josiah invited Richard Topham to move in so Topham could help him develop his paranormal powers right there in his house. Josiah was a sweet old man, and I do miss him. And he was free to give his money to whomever he wanted. But to get our hopes up like that, and then leave us nothing, it just wasn't like him.
Was your mother's jewelry insured?
Gosh, I forgot about that. I don't know. Jim Archer, I bet he'd know. He's our banker. I guess I should go talk to him.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I'm just so bad at business things. And Jane, my guardian, she tries hard, but she's no good at it either. Maybe you could go talk to him. Please? It would be such a big help.
Sure.
He runs the Main Street Bank. You can't miss it. I'll call him and tell him you're coming.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Don't forget to call your father.
Got it. Looks like someone recently had a key
Hey,
upgrade.
lost less than a second. That's pretty good.
Over here, Miss Drew.
Probably because
Find
my
the toy
movement
mouse
is
and give
better
it to
from
Yuri,
Emily's
would
room
you
to
please?
this house.
Otherwise, he'll just
Because
keep
slow
me
door
out. He
loses
hates
at least like 2
strangers.
seconds over quick door.
How nice of you to drop by. And thank you for walking instead of parking in the driveway. I'm expecting a pupil. I'd hate for her to have to park on the road.
Mr. Topham,
Richard Topham at your service.
what were you doing just now?
I was in the process of trying to make these spoons move by using nothing but my own psychic energy. Have you ever focused
face when having to
sunlight
park on the
through a
road.
magnifying glass until it was a minute,
Like, also,
yet searing
is there
point
anywhere
like
you can park that's
yeah, I
closer to
guess.
this house than
You
where
see,
Nancy
that's
parked?
what I do with my cerebral emanations.
Like, you
my
walk through a
thoughts.
field and
I
drive
focus them
over
until
and
they're
walk over a
beam of
footbridge
pure
to get
energy
here
which
from the inn.
ultimately disrupts and transforms
I don't know if,
the
like, there's a
molecular
parking lot on the
force
other side of
field
this house or
surrounding
something.
the target object.
Is
But
that what you teach
I don't
people
know
in
how
your
she
school?
could park any closer.
How to beam their thoughts?
I take them through exercises designed to help them increase their output of phantasmic energy. If you want to sign up for an introductory session, I believe I
Ah,
have
shoot,
an
I
opening
forgot
today.
about psychic energy.
No, thank
oh well.
you.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm busy, young lady. Far too busy to engage in idle conversation.
When would be a good time for me to come back?
I thought
I'll
coin
be
phone on the
glad, Mr.
porch was your
I've
middle
discovered
name.
that the more time I spend with the, shall we say,
Welcome for joining me on
intellectually
demo.
endowed, the more my cerebral pulsations seem
Hope
to
you also had
diminish.
a
I'm
good
afraid
first
I
day
cannot
back at
speak
school.
to you further unless and until you prove that you are worthy. That is, that your brainwaves are not unacceptably inferior and thus deleterious to mine.
How would I do that?
What I have here is
If
an
the first
exercise
7
in
minutes of
logic.
this run
If you can
weren't
discern
so
the correct
boring, I would
solution,
honestly
then I'll
consider
know
it
that conversing
Smiley's.
with you will do me no psychic harm. You may take it with you. Good luck and good day.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Go right ahead. The place is more like a museum than a house.
Was this Josiah's clock?
Everything in here was Josiah's.
Hey, that went pretty well. I like that.
Wonder what this mirror's doing in here. What are you when you win barred bounce?
Honestly, that was my first good memory puzzle all night. I tried practicing it for a little bit before the stream, and I kept just totally messing it up.
Becoder is in the rivet. 2 to the right.
I think I really underrated how much that memory
Josiah
puzzle
lent a
is in
trivet
fact
to someone,
RNG.
but I can't make out to whom.
Hey, we got fast
Hi,
story.
Nancy.
What was your mother's middle name?
Lois. Why?
Oh, just curious. I'll be back in a little bit.
Don't forget to call your father.
Oh. Alright, sick movement.
Looks like I need to get the bird from one side to the other.
Alright, 13 seconds ahead. That's pretty
That car I
good,
saw before is gone.
I think.
Mrs. Sheldon?
Yes?
My name's Nancy
Not a
Drew.
best
I'm a
split
friend of
thing.
Emily Crandall's.
Get on with it, dear.
I was wondering, would it be possible for me to see the trivet you borrowed from Josiah Crowley?
You may not only see it, you may have it. Once I find it, that is. Unfortunately, I've an errand to run, so I can't look for it right now.
Maybe I could run the errand for you. I have a car.
So I see. A rather expensive car at that. Very well, Miss Drew. Go fetch my bridge cards from Miss Drakowski.
Oh, coin phone on the
and
porch
upon
is your
return,
last
I shall
name.
present you with
Gotcha.
that
My
trivet.
mistake, I'm
Who's
sorry.
Miss Jakowski?
The local
So then which name
telephone
is
operator.
Gavin's cousin?
You can find her at her house, or
Hmm?
Titusville Telco, as she insists on calling it. The switchboard is in her parlor. As
Okay,
you
let's
can
not
imagine,
open my
she
notebook
never
when I drive away from Twin Elms this
I,
time.
on the other hand, am
be
expecting
cool.
company within the hour, so do hurry.
Easy.
You never know when you're gonna need a toy.
Okay, we got Keen Skip. I hope I re-earned your sub, Smileys. Okay, let's not drive crazily.
Hello, are you Mr. Waddell?
So what if I am?
I found
I'm
this receipt,
Yandema,
and I just
Gavin's
wondered
cousin
what you could
Twitch,
tell
park
me
on the
about
road, the
Let
coin
me
phone
see
on the
that.
porch. Ah, of course.
Determine resale value.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, this was.
Oh,
for that
excuse
key
me,
Jim Archer
Mr.
wanted me to
Yandema,
appraise.
Gavin's cousin
Jim
Twitch, park on
Archer
the road, the
wanted
coin
you
phone
to
on the
appraise
porch.
a key?
It was very ornate. Had
Please
jewels
forgive me.
all over it. Fake jewels, as it turned out. When I told him it was worthless, the cheapskate refused to pay me and told me to keep it.
Do you think
Oh,
I could have
resubbed.
it?
Nice.
Sure. Once you pay the appraisal fee,
Which is...
$1.50.
Here you go.
Good. Here's the key.
Pays for my soup.
Enjoy.
Hello, I'm looking for Jim
I should have
Archer.
sucked it up and
Right through that door.
driven over the pothole.
Hello, are you Nancy Drew?
Yes, are you Mr. Archer?
Yes, ma'am. Jim Archer. I'm founder, president, manager, and just about everything
gotta,
else
like,
you can name when it comes to this
Train
fine
myself
enterprise.
I hear that some businesses
to learn
aren't
that
doing
driving
so
over
well
the potholes
these
is
days.
okay.
Ever
Because
since
like
the stock
casually,
market
you see them, you're like,
one
oh,
business
gotta
after
avoid.
another has closed,
And I haven't
including
quite
banks.
finished untraining
President Hoover
myself of
keeps
that
saying
notion
that a
yet.
recovery is just around the corner, but you have to wonder.
Is your bank doing okay?
I'm happy to report that we're doing just fine, thank you. Excuse me. Main Street Bank, Jim Archer speaking. No, I don't. I'm sorry, but... Yes, I know, but... All right, then just bring it by.
Okay, but what if, and hear me out, what
Sorry for
if
the
we have
interruption.
good
How
movement
can I help
to
you?
and from
I
the
guess I'll
clock
be
this
going.
time?
Goodbye now.
Where did you get this
See?
clock?
Josiah
Easy.
Crowley gave it to me. It stopped keeping time the minute he walked out the door.
Oh, okay, I misclicked on Jim, but
Hello
until
again.
The
then,
key that you had
super
Mr.
easy.
Wardell appraise. Could that be the key to the clock that Josiah Crowley gave you?
It might have been, I suppose. You know about that?
Yes. In fact, I paid the appraisal fee. I have the key right here.
How industrious
of you.
You see, when he told me the key was worthless, I lost all interest in it.
So, it would be all right if I kept the key for myself?
I have no use for it. In fact, if you want that old clock, you can have it too.
I guess I'll be going.
Give my best to Emily.
It would sure be nice to be able to open this thing.
Yeah?
Are you Miss
Oh, wow.
Jakowski?
Yeah.
Saved 2 seconds
and
there.
you
That's pretty
are?
good.
Nancy Drew. I'm a friend of Emily Crandall's. You know, at the Lilac Inn.
Yeah. Look, I'm kind of pressed for time. Going to a party and it takes me a while to get dolled up. What do you need?
Mrs. Sheldon asked me to pick up her bridge cards from you.
Tell you what, I'll get you those cards if you drive that fancy car of yours over to the orphanage and pick up some raffle tickets from Mrs. O'Shea. I should be able to unload a ton of them tonight.
I'd be happy to.
Good, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm coming.
Excuse me, are you Mrs. O'Shea?
Yes?
My name is Nancy Drew, and
Stephen, put that down this instant. We do not run with sticks in our hands or in our mouths.
I'm sorry. You were saying?
Miss Jakowski asked me to pick up some raffle tickets from you.
Oh, yes, the raffle tickets. The fact of the matter is
Elsie, no hitting.
I can't even think about those
I love
raffle
Mrs.
tickets
O'Shea.
right now. I promised the children they'd each get a toy for going a full week without breaking anything. And I'm short 5 toys.
Do not eat that, Clarence.
Would you like me to get 5 toys for you?
Oh, goodness, if you could do that, I'd be forever grateful. They can be any kind of toy at all. The children aren't the least bit picky.
Of course it tastes bad, Clarence. It's a pine cone.
I better go rinse out his mouth before. Oh, would you look at that? He's actually chewing it.
You're not a squirrel, Clarence. Spit that out this instant.
Hi, do you have 5 toys
Remember
for
to
me?
mash
I
this time.
certainly do.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're such a saint, you hear me? A saint. I'd better get these inside before the children see them. Thank you so much.
Mrs. O'Shea, the raffle tickets?
Oh, the raffle tickets? I don't have them, dear. You'll have to pick them up from Phelps' print shop. Then just take them straight to Mr. Jakowski.
We don't pull hair, Ralphie. Especially when we have jelly on our hands.
Phelps Print Shop. Wonderful.
Sorry, young lady, I'm about to close.
I'm just here to pick up the raffle tickets you printed for Mrs. O'Shea.
Aw, darn it. I did tell her I'd have those done today, didn't I? Well, I'm sorry, but they're just gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh, but I need to have them today.
And I need to go fishing.
Fishing?
My brother-in-law thinks he's hot stuff because he caught an 18-inch largemouth bass this morning. So I bet him I
You know,
can
shoutouts
catch
to the fishing in this
19
game
incher
not
by the
actually
end
being
of the day.
RNG. I
If
assumed
I
it was.
do, I get
And then it
his
turns
stamp
out if you
collection.
just fish in the same spot
If I
with the same
don't,
bait
he
every
gets
time, you
mine.
get the bass.
And since stamp
They
collecting
easily
is
could have
about
made it
the
random.
only hobby I can
See
afford
creature
these
Kapu
days,
Cave.
I'm going fishing.
But they
I
did us a
know.
solid
You
and
stay
made it
here and print
non-random.
those raffle tickets, and I'll go fishing for you.
Not everybody can catch a 19-inch largemouth bass, you know. It takes skill and muscle and brains. Bass are pretty smart.
I can do it, Mr. Phelps.
You better be right, because you're not getting those raffle tickets until I get my 19-incher. You can use my gear. I left everything out at the fishing hole.
Great. I'll see you later. First thing I need to do is bait my hook. Yuck. Now I toss this in the water. And when the bobber goes under the water, I need to pull the line up fast. I got a fish! Looks like 19
There we
inches to
go.
me.
We didn't release the fish this time. Good work,
I should
team.
get this fish to Mr. Phelps before the smell gets any worse.
Well, let's see what you got in there. How about that? You did it. Here, let me take it from you.
Please do. I think it's starting to get a little ripe.
Just rest yourself a minute while I get those raffle tickets. There you go. 10 dozen tickets to the annual Orphans Benefit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go make a telephone call.
To your brother-in-law?
Yeah, the one who used to collect stamps.
Bye.
It's just like, bye, I'm out of here. Before this guy murders me. He absolutely would murder me for stamps in a heartbeat. And to be fair, oh shoot, I forgot that there's one more. You gotta enter, huh? There we go. To be fair, you know, I'm probably worth a couple stamps, you know? Who wouldn't murder me for stamps? Come on. Moving in this shed is the worst.
If I could let some light in here, I might be able to
That
reflect
looks
it off
right.
these mirrors.
Am I smart or what?
I'm getting there.
That looks right. Am I smart or what?
Oh. Lol. What? Cool game.
Something tells me I need to adjust the mirrors so that the light bounces off of them and onto that thing over there.
I even practiced the dominoes. To avoid that exact situation. This game put the no in dominoes. You're not wrong, buddy.
Maybe I should ask Richard Topham if this crystal ever got delivered.
Alright, back the moment of truth.
Hello, Miss Drew.
Hello, Mr. Topham.
Am I to assume that you have the correct solution to that logic problem?
Right
Oh, I
here.
lost 4
Let's
seconds.
have a look. Why, you appear
Okay,
to have indeed
cool.
found the solution. Well, since you've proved yourself to be intellectually above average, which means talking to you should do me no harm, What would you like to talk about?
Do you by any chance know who Marcel is?
Marcel was what Josiah called his favorite hat.
His hat? The man named his hat?
He loved that hat, so to him, naming it made perfect sense.
Do you still have Marcel?
No, as a matter of fact, I gave that hat to Gloria Crandall. She said she was fond of the old fellow and wanted something to remember him by, although I suspect the real reason she wanted that hat was to see if he'd stashed any money in it.
Josiah ordered something from the Krollmeister Crystal Company just before he passed away. Do you know if it ever arrived?
You must be talking about that chunk of quartz that came last winter. I still have it right here. Why?
I was wondering if I could buy it from you. For my father. He loves quartz.
Perhaps we can work something out. You see, amazing as this is going to sound,
It's not gonna sound amazing,
I am able
bud.
to project my thoughts into another person's brain.
Really?
The only problem is, not everyone has the intellectual capacity to receive my thoughts. But since you have already demonstrated a high level of intelligence, yes, you may very well be the ideal subject.
Me? Really?
You are going to help me prove that I am telepathic. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to shuffle a deck which contains 5 sets of these cards. Then I'm going to turn my back, draw a card, look at it, and start transmitting my thoughts. When you receive
see what
my
RNG
thoughts,
we get.
you will identify the card I'm looking at. Once you correctly identify 5 cards in a row, I'll give you that piece of quartz.
But what if I can't do it?
Just stay focused on the cards and my superior brain power will do the rest. Very well, let's begin. What card am I looking at?
This one.
Wonderful. Here's another. What card am I concentrating on?
I think it's this one.
Wonderful. Here's another. Can you tell me what card this is?
This one.
Very good. Here's another. What card is this?
This one?
Very good. Here's another. What card am I holding?
This one?
Very good. You did it. Well, actually, I did it. But in any case, thank you for your assistance. Here's the piece of crystal that Josiah ordered. Take it. You've earned it. Well, actually, I earned it, but let's not quibble.
But
Yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Topham, you didn't really. I'm afraid that subconsciously you may have...
Yes?
Never mind.
Do you need anything else?
It was nice talking to you.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, the slow goodbye,
A little
really?
Psychic humor.
I hate this house.
I guess I should answer that. Hello?
Nancy?
Dad? Oh, shoot, I was supposed to call you.
Yes, you were. The phone company said this was the only line into the Lilac Inn now. What happened?
It's kind of a long story, but what about you? Is everything okay there?
Everything's fine. I called because I'd like you to run an errand for me, that's all.
Sure. What do you want me to do?
I need to get some documents from a colleague over there. I thought since you were in the area, you could pick them up, save him paying postage.
Sure. What's the address?
He said he'd just leave them for you at the telegraph office. Just drive into town and look for Tubby Telegrams. He said you can't miss it.
Will do.
These papers are extremely important, Nancy.
I will pick them up, Dad.
Good. Remember, watch your gas gauge and get gas when you're low so you don't run out. And try to avoid potholes. The more you hit,
Sorry,
the
Dad, I
likely
can't hear you
you'll
over the
wind up
background
with a
music.
flat.
Yes, Dad.
And if you do get a flat, take it off and put on your spare. And then head straight to a gas station and get it fixed.
Yes, Dad.
All right, lecture over. Have you found out why Miss Crandall asked you to visit?
I'd rather not go into it right now.
All right, but in the meantime,
I know. Pick up those documents.
that's my girl.
Goodbye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Nancy.
Would you happen to know where your mother
Okay, so we're
put
getting fast
Josiah's
doors
favorite
now. That's
hat?
good.
Look in the drawer right below me. That's where all Mom's mementos are.
I'll be back in a little bit.
You're the best.
Looks like a safe deposit box key.
Oh wait, telco first.
Hi, you got those raffle tickets for me?
I sure do.
Great. And here are Mrs. Sheldon's bridge cards. One of the gals spilled Moxie all over 'em, but I cleaned 'em up real good, so let's not tell Mrs. Sheldon, okay?
Okay. Thanks for your help, Miss Jakowski.
Thanks for your help. Bye now.
Hello, Mr. Waddell.
Now what?
I need for you to cut a blank from this piece of quartz.
No big deal. Let's see it.
The blank needs to be just like the one you made before for Josiah Crowley.
Like I said, no big deal. You're gonna have to cough up $2, though. You can pay me when you pick it up. Good day.
Hello again.
Did Josiah Crowley have a safe deposit box here?
As a matter of fact, he did. Topham has tried to claim its contents, but he can't find the key.
Could this be it?
It is from this bank.
May I see if it opens the box?
It takes 2 keys to open a safe deposit box. The owner's key and my key. And in this case, I'm under no obligation to open it for you.
Oh, but
However, were you to do me a small favor...
Sure.
I hired a seamstress to make a dress for my wife's birthday next week. Unfortunately, the seamstress and I had a falling out, and now I need to find someone to finish the dress.
Just hire a new seamstress.
Oh, the fact of the matter is, the dressmaker quit because I couldn't pay her. I misled you before. Business is not fine. This bank is on the brink of ruin.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Archer.
Oh no, not the double facepalm sigh.
I wanted to get my wife
Poor
something
guy.
nice because, well, it might be the last nice thing she gets for a long, long time. Now, Emily once mentioned that Jane used to be a dressmaker.
How much more has to be done on the dress?
I have it right here. The seamstress said that all the pieces have been cut out and basted together. All that's needed is a sewing machine. When it's finished, bring it back and I'll let you try that key in Josiah's safe deposit box.
I guess I'll be going.
Goodbye now.
Oh.
Something I can do for you?
Well, my name's Nancy Drew, and my father said
Say no
that...
more. You're here to pick up some papers. They're in that envelope.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Say, is that your roadster out there?
Yes, it is.
Oh
Did
shoot, I
park
forgot to
somewhere
move the
shouldn't
split.
have?
No, it's just that
Oh,
my
well.
regular driver never showed up today, so I've got no
It
way to
works
deliver
now.
all these telegrams. How would
But
you like to
I
earn
forgot
some
to
extra
put it in the right
cash?
spot since
You
I
mean you
moved
want me to
where we
deliver them for
deliver
you?
the thing now.
You've got a car, you're trustworthy, or at least your father thinks you are, so what do you
I guess
say?
we'll just
I'll pay you
undo
25
when we get to
cents
that
each
point.
time you complete a delivery. And you might even get some tips.
We have
sure.
a run.
Great,
It's
you're
not
hired.
great,
Here, deliver this to
but
Seymour out at
we're
Blenheim
ahead,
Nursery.
I guess.
Come back when you're done, and I'll pay you and give you another telegram to deliver.
Great. See you in a little while.
It's probably not. It probably doesn't have 53 potential at this point, which is why I'm all bummed sounding. But yeah, we're on a pace.
Hello, I've got a telegram for Seymour.
Just leave it on the desk there. I'd, tip you, but as you can see, my hands are filthy.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to doll up some of my plants before this guy named Mr. Martin comes in. He's a big cheese at some oil company, and I'm hoping... Ow!
Hi, I'm
That
Nancy
just bug
Drew,
you?
and welcome
It
to.
did kind of feel that way.
I think I'll be going now. Bye.
Yeah, I can see why that might scare you.
Is this your
Why
sewing
can I
machine?
not turn left in this room to
That
save
belonged
my
to
life?
Mom. She and Jane used to be dressmakers.
Would
Mom
it be
was going
alright
to
if
teach
I
me how
used
to
your
use
sewing
it,
machine?
but she go right ahead.
never
But
got the
remember,
chance.
you're on your own.
There's no needle.
It's probably in the box with the rest of Mom's sewing stuff. Ask Jane if she knows where it is.
So, is Emily all right?
Someone stole her mother's jewelry.
What?
She was showing it to me just before the explosion. Now it's gone.
Someone stole it while everybody was rushing around trying to put out the fire? Hypers! If you can't trust a fireman, who can you trust?
Well,
Who
you've
else
only
knew
seen up to
Emily
fishing.
had that jewelry?
When Gloria
Yeah, welcome
was
to
alive, she could
the
have told
post-fishing
people
world.
about
Welcome
her.
to the
People
post
may have
giving
seen
the
her
riddles to
wearing it.
Topham
And when
world,
she died,
which,
they knew the jewelry had
of all
to be
things,
around
has
here
been the
somewhere,
biggest run
right?
killer
Does
thus
anyone
far.
in particular come to mind?
Because
Sorry,
the game
it's been
soft
hard
locks
enough
if you
getting to
answer the
know
riddles
Emily,
too
let alone
fast.
anyone else in this backwater burg. Well, guess better go call the
So in
sheriff.
that sense, yeah,
Would
we
you
do have a
happen to
run
know
because
where
we
the
made it
needle for
past
the sewing machine
giving
in
the riddles to
Emily's
Topham.
room is?
I moved all of Gloria's sewing things out of there and put them in a little box. Look, I'm supposed to get the pies we baked before all the hullabaloo this morning ready for the delivery man. They gotta be put in the shipping container just so, or he casts a kitten. This is how he wants them organized. Now, why don't you go out on the porch and get those
what if we
pies ready
get
to
the
go
good
while I
pie
look for
pattern
that
that I
sewing
memorized the
box?
solution
Sounds
to?
good.
Yeah? Nope.
There, that should do it. Looks like there might be some kind of tunnel around here.
Thanks for doing the pies. The more I do it, the worse I seem to
Wait,
get
what?
at it.
Oh,
Here's
because...
that box. I'm sure that sewing machine needle is in there somewhere.
I see it.
Remember, when it comes to using it, you're on your own, kiddo.
Well,
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure.
You betcha.
Oh, wait, I need to... Okay,
Looks like this lever opens the couch. From the looks of those lanterns, I'm
Yeah,
not
sure.
the only one who's been down here recently.
Jazz music is your second middle name? Also, hi, Galen.
Jeepers! I'm behind one of the walls in Emily's room. I should ask Jane about the photo I found that allowed me to find that staircase.
Are
that
these
goes
splits
behind Emily's
accurate?
room.
No, it's just the fact that
Oh, swell, $1.
They're accurate aside from the
This
spot
video
that
looks like it's
I
been
don't
here for a long
get the
time.
trivet
What was that?
in the same spot where... Oh shoot, I don't get the trivet in
Wonder
the
if
same
those
spot
tiles
anymore.
are supposed to make a
So that
picture.
messed things up. And it will mess more things up when I get to that part later. Yeah, the splits are accurate again.
Guess I better not leave the lights on. Jeepers, that sounds like Richard Top. This door must open right into his living room. Why do I get the feeling someone's... Guess I better not leave the lights on.
At least I hope these are accurate. I don't feel like I saved that much time, is the thing. Well, as Josiah would probably like to say, time will tell.
There. Not bad, Miss Drew. Not bad at all.
I think we go driving now? Yes. You do need to put the record on, but you do, like, you can back away the moment the dialogue starts playing, yeah. Because that triggers the game into thinking you've listened to the whole thing. Okay, so this is gonna split now, but that's fake.
Do you have my bridge cards?
Right here.
Good. And here is Josiah's trivet. I didn't realize when I asked to borrow it
So
that
now
it was such an eyesore.
things should be accurate
but
for the
once
rest of the run.
sumptuous dish of my buff stroganoff was placed atop it, I assure you, no one noticed. Now do run along. My guest will be arriving any minute, and that dress of yours is...
It's well.
I like this dress. It's very flouncy.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Take this to Counselor Alice out at Camp Avondale. Keep up the good work.
How's the dress coming?
All done.
This is beautiful. Thank you. Now let's see if that key you found opens up Josiah's safe deposit box. That is not Josiah's will.
It looks like some kind of journal. Would it be okay if I kept this?
If it was money or jewelry or something like that, I'd turn it over to Topham. But a journal?
Okay, let's see if I can read the font today.
As far as I'm concerned. I'll be at my desk if you need me.
It's locked, naturally.
Easy.
Flute, 7.025.
Wow, okay, am I really that far ahead? What did I do in my PB?
7.057 megahertz. Bisbee, 7.050 megahertz.
I feel like I must have forgotten to do something. I don't know.
Anything else I can do for you?
I guess I'll be going.
Goodbye
I
now.
got the piggy bank, right? I guess we'll find out.
Hello, Mr. Waddell. Are you done making that blank?
Have you got my fee?
Right here.
Good. Here's
Okay.
the blank I cut for you. Enjoy.
I hope that doesn't give me a flat. I think we're fine. What was that gasp about, Nancy? Huh?
I don't hear anybody. Now would be a good time for me to sneak inside and have a quick look around.
It looks pretty cozy when you,
Think about nothing save that spoon. Yori, be quiet. You're disturbing us. Yes, Mrs. Benton.
Josiah must have circled these quotes, but why? Something
all right,
tells
I
me
guess
better
53
write
is
down
actually
all
free,
the
it
stuff
turns
that's
out.
Here in my journal.
We figured, no, we have not figured out this Topham soft lock yet. I'm pretty sure it just, if you go too fast after, like, if you, like, try to move on to, like, the next screen, or, like,
better not leave the
back
lights
away
on.
from the riddles, like, immediately after, after you do it, I think that's what causes the soft lock, but I really don't know. Yeah, like at that point, Steve, I think if like the game lets you either back away or flip to the next page, but if you do it the moment the game actually lets you, it won't, for whatever reason. It won't let you edit the answer because it knows it's correct, but it also won't get marked down as correct as far as Topham's concerned.
Looks like Josiah was a ham radio operator. Is anyone out there? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I'm Thisbe, but only Puck calls
But I never called you Thisbe.
Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew.
Yeah,
I'm
like
afraid
Yuri
I
with the
have
mouse,
some bad
exactly.
news about
But at least
Puck.
with that, there's a visual cue
Oh dear.
that you can use to know when it's, like, been long enough.
That's why I haven't heard from him. He's too far
With the
down in
riddles,
the
it's just
dumps.
like, oh.
I was afraid it was something like that.
Actually, you haven't heard from him because he passed away several months ago.
Oh my. That's worse, isn't it? And after all that
Yeah, so as long as I'm, like, good at golf, I guess 53 is actually free.
and understood my cue?
Your cue?
Yes, you see, Puck, or whatever his real name is, or was. Puck wanted to share his love of acting with me, so he gave me a line to say. A very curious line, I might add, and told me to repeat it only after I heard my cue. A passage written by Mr. William Shakespeare.
Mr.
So if I
William
cue you with a
Shakespeare.
passage, you'll respond with
Is
the
that a
line he
friend
gave
of
you to
his?
say?
Immediately. I know it by heart, you see.
Here goes. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear.
The authorities are alert for bad water, so do not go this way.
The authorities are alert for bad water, so do not go this way.
So, chat.
That's what I was to say.
How's it
Although
going?
my delivery was much
What's
better
new?
when Puck was coaching me.
So Puck told you he was an actor?
He told me that acting was his life, and that he'd gotten rich and famous doing it. No matter who he was to the rest of the world, that's what he was to me. And
I hear the authorities are alert for bad water.
And now, as Puck was fond of saying, I bid you adieu.
Oh, keep that in
Over
mind.
and out.
Actually, low-key, I worry about my water sometimes. Oh, I guess we're doing Pyramus next. I wasn't even thinking.
Pyramus, can you hear me? Hello?
No, like, whenever, like, I realized this when I came
My
home
name's
from
Nancy
visiting
Drew.
family for
Does somebody
Thanksgiving
named
and
Puck usually
Christmas.
call you on this
That
frequency?
if I like am away from home for, you know, a few days or a week or so, and I don't use my sink in that span, I mean, obviously I'm not using it because I'm not there. But basically, if I don't use my like sink in my kitchen for like a week or whatever, then like the next time I use it,
I'm a
like
friend of a
the
friend
water's
of
a
his.
little
I
brownish,
found your name and radio frequency in his journal.
and it takes a while to flush it out.
Did Puck, ever ask you to tell him something whenever he read a certain passage from Shakespeare?
Whenever
I don't
he
really know
rattled
what the
off
deal
this
is.
Shakespeare quote,
It's
I was
mildly
supposed to
concerning,
rattle
though.
off this stupid saying he gave me.
Which is why I use a water filter.
Long story. But if I were to rattle off the quote, there's no reason why you can't
Also,
tell
yeah,
me
this
the
can
stupid
comfortably
saying, right?
53 still.
Well, come to
I've
think
got
of
40
it,
seconds of time
he never
saved
said the
on
quote
golf.
had to come from him.
Literally, all I've got to
So,
do is just
yeah, I
golf.
guess I could tell you.
And then
Thou speakest aright.
great.
I am that merry wanderer of the night.
How'd you know?
Long
How'd
story.
you know?
What did he tell you to say in response?
Wait a minute, I had to write it down.
Hey, thanks for the host, Andy Lover.
You're gonna
Hope
love
you're
this.
going. Hope you're doing well and things are going all right. Tried to say all those words at the same time, so that kind of came out as a blob.
A barking dog would do well to hold his tongue in a dangerous neighborhood.
Barking dog would do well to hold its tongue in a
I really
neighborhood with
appreciate
bad
your
water
help.
too.
Just out of curiosity.
That's what makes the neighborhood dangerous,
What
actually.
kind of car did Puck drive? Do you know?
I don't think he had a car.
And he tried to tell me he was rich. Over and out.
All right, time for the best contact.
Is anyone out there? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
This is Flute, but you sure don't sound like Puck, so explain
Does the game
yourself.
just like
My
assume
name's Nancy Drew.
you're gonna call Flute first, or what?
Well,
or what?
I'm pretty sure Puck's real name was Josiah Crowley, and I hate to say it, but he passed away earlier this year.
Ah, that's a shame. Heck, I never got to give him his sentence.
What sentence
Oh,
is
hope
that?
he's doing well.
Well, see, a while back, Puck dictated a sentence to me.
I should get
He
around
told
to
me
mid at some
that if
point.
and when he recited a certain passage from Shakespeare, I was to respond with that sentence. Weird fellow, that Puck.
If I tell you the passage, will you tell me the sentence?
Well, yeah, sure, I guess. Especially seeing as Puck's no longer with us.
Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
That's it. Here, let me check my logbook for the response. Now I'm supposed to say, leave by road when the owner is in, because
Oh shoot!
then
Okay, I've got to
there will be
remember
thieves
the
about.
solution to this
Leave
puzzle.
by road when the owner is in, because then there will be thieves about?
Those were
Okay,
Puck's exact
we're good.
words. Well, hope I've been of some help. Over and out.
I wonder what these symbols mean. Flute is a character in a
Yep, good
Midsummer
job,
Night's
Nancy. You got it.
Dream.
Nice.
Whoa!
Not quite sub 7 though on that split. We should get sub 7 on that split next time. Oh, that's not what I want.
A golf ball. No doubt meant
Dude,
to
already
be
choking
used
on the
that
golf split.
course of Josiah's. Oh, a miniature golf course.
All right,
Swell.
here we go. Bam. Golf Master. Look at all the time we're about to save.
Another safe deposit box key?
Emily, please, just settle down.
Not even a best split.
It's not alright. Stop crying.
Probably because I took the golf super safely.
You've got to go talk to Emily. She's
Oh,
in
and
a
also I
bad
opened my
way.
notebook. That's
What do you
also
mean?
the thing.
What's happened?
Please go talk to her. She won't listen to me. I'm no help at all.
Hello again.
I found another safe deposit box key that belonged to
Oh
Josiah.
yeah, remember Alt 5
Impossible.
skips
Josiah only had
skips
one
the
box,
Jane
and you've already
cutscene.
opened it.
Can you
True,
tell
I
me
should
whose key this
definitely
is?
use that strat.
It is one of ours. Where did you get it?
I won it playing golf at Josiah's with a special ball. I had to ace one of the holes.
Why does that sound familiar? I know why. That's what Clara always called me. Her ace in the hole. That's who this key belongs to. Clara Pickford. So, Clara Pickford was really Josiah Crowley in disguise.
Apparently, he loved playing tricks like that on people and hiding things right under their noses. I wonder what this Gloria is. Dowd, now Crandall, and Jane Willoughby, circa 1912.
Jane Willoughby? That doesn't look the least bit like Jane Willoughby.
No, it certainly doesn't. I'd better get back to the Lilac Inn and have a talk with her right now.
All right. Time for the auto
Move out
scroller.
of the way, would you please? I'm kind of in a hurry.
You're not going anywhere until you tell me who you
Not
really
tonight,
are.
but I do
What
want to
are
get
you
to train
talking
soon.
about? I just saw a picture of Jane Willoughby, the real Jane Willoughby.
It's been,
It's been swell knowing you, sister.
I can't let Jane out of my sight.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. I'll make you eat those words. Oh no, I drove through the mud. The run's dead.
Bet she's heading for the state line. I know. I'll take a shortcut and head her off.
Yeah, no, the driving music, I mean, all the music in this game is really good.
Why couldn't you just mind your own business?
Yeah, also, like, how did she just warp?
Dear Ned,
Like, she took a
I know
much
you'll be home
slower
from school in a
path.
couple of days, but
Oh,
I
it
couldn't
saved a
wait
tenth
to
of a
tell
second,
you.
nice.
I just solved the
Um,
mystery. I figured out that
Like,
Emily
Nancy
Crandall's
by far
guardian
takes
was
the
really
shortest
an
path to that
imposter
spot,
named
and somehow
Marion,
Jane just,
who
like,
intercepted
warps
the letter
there.
Emily wrote to Jane Willoughby after
She
her
used
mom
chaos
died.
control,
She
clearly.
pretended to be